I've got this really interesting mod that I want to show you today. It's about building a passive reverb inside your guitar and only costs 50 cents. Now this is a follow-up to last week's dual load tone pot video. Now thanks so much guys for checking that one out. I'm really stoked that everyone liked it so much. I had a few comments of people wanting me to explore the piezo option in that video, and I have been playing around with that this week and I've discovered something pretty cool. Now I'm going to link that dual load tone pot video in at the end of this one, but if you don't know what a dual load tone pot is, it's a standard pot that I showed you how to disassemble and modify to basically turn it into two independent variable resistors. It's a great option for this particular mod we're going to do today because it basically true bypasses the effect when it's off, which I think is pretty important for this type of mod. Now this mod works really well with a standard audio taper pot. You can use a 500K or a 250 that you already have inside your guitar. It's not going to really matter that much. Now I'm going to show you how I put this together. First you need one of these piezo discs. I got this from Tater. I'll put a link down in the description. Now you could just use the disc by itself, but I found it helpful to put it onto something to help spread that load, and I stuck it to a pick. So I just used a bit of double-sided tape, stuck it to the pick, and then I stuck the pick to the springs in the back of my cavity there. You could use a piece of wood. I was going to use a piece of this and just see what the sound differences are. I think it might take a bit of the harshness away using wood instead of a pick, but let's just show you what it looks like in the back of that guitar. Okay, so here I've got it installed. The pick is just stuck to these springs here with a bit of double-sided tape as well. The black wire is going to go to ground, which there's a ground point right here on this claw here for the trem, and the red wire goes to that dual load tone pot. Now, just so you know, it goes to the opposite side of what is in those diagrams. So if you're using those diagrams from that last video, it goes to the opposite side of that pot. You want it to go to the side of the pot with the least amount of resistance. Since we're using an audio taper pot, there's going to be one half that only really goes to about 30K. And then all you need to do is pop this cover back on, and that kind of sandwiches it together. So once you put that cover back on, it kind of compresses it down onto those springs. So I've got it hooked up to this control here. So from 10 to 5 with this dual load tone pot, I have got a standard tone capacitor, but as soon as we click over from 5, that half gets turned off and this half gets turned on, and it can bring the reverb in and out from 5 to 1. That's where all our reverb happens from there. So you've got a variable amount of bringing the circuit in and out, which is massively helpful because it can get completely out of control. Your whole guitar becomes like a living thing. So anyway, let's go to the next section where I'll show you what it sounds like. Plus members on my website, I've got those 5 diagrams from last week still free for you guys. I'll put a link down in the description, and if you just want to support the channel, I've got those diagrams available in my web shop, links down below. Now remember guys, this is just for a bit of fun, okay? You're not going to see a whole bunch of Strymons on Reverb as soon as this video is released, but it is actually very cool that you can build something like this inside your guitar. So let's try an edge of breakup sound. So this is with it wound off. Okay, let's bring it in. So you can hear it just in there a little bit. Okay, so let's go a little bit stronger. And this is full now. So this is my tone I've got, neck pickup. Okay, this is on its lightest setting. Okay, so let's edge that up a little bit. It's about halfway now. Okay, let's put it on full. It might be a bit extreme for this sound, but anyway. pretty interesting, right? So you can see it's really easy to implement, and it's just something a bit different and something a bit crazy. I mean, I tried a whole bunch of different combinations of where that piezo disc could go, and I didn't get any sort of really great results putting it in different parts of the cavity inside the body here on the trem block. But on the springs, I was like, wow, that's something I haven't heard before. So it's just about showing you guys stuff that you might not have heard before or might not have seen. And then, you know, that's a sound that could be developed into something. You could try it in different parts of the springs. You could try different materials for it to sit on. But yeah, at the end of the day, just a bit of fun. I mean, I'm not throwing away any of my nice reverbs for now, but that was actually pretty cool, to the fact that you can build something into your guitar and get some sort of passive reverb. Something I've never seen before. Make sure you check out this video here about the dual load tone pot. It's a really cool video, and we'll catch you next time.